Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Cheers. The fireworks at the beginning were to celebrate 1,000 subbers. So yep, I got 1,000 subbers this week, so that's just a quick celebration to say thanks to all the subbers that have subscribed to me. Without you, I wouldn't have 1,000 subbers. To celebrate the 1,000 subscribers, I found some bottles of beer. Now, I don't know whether you can see this, but that says OP December 11. So I found some more of my 2011 Old Peculiar. So this is 18 months old. So I am going to give away a couple of bottles. The first bottle I'm going to give away is to my 1,000th subscriber. So if the Vert1267, if you're watching this, PM me your address details and I will fire you a bottle of beer to celebrate for you clicking the subscribe button just at the right time. Cheers. To everybody else, I've got 2 bottles that are going to go and I'm just going to do a random draw. So all you need to do is comment and say, I want a peculiar one, and like this video. And next week, no, in 2 weeks time, I'll do a draw and I'll send those bottles over to you. Well, bottle each, 2 people, okay? Doesn't matter where you are. I've sent bottles to the States, I've sent bottles to the UK. No, I haven't, they're still sitting there. Harry, haven't sent them yet. Oh, so speaking of sending bottles, that's the SJ Paul bottles. Packed and ready to go. I haven't taken them to the post office yet because I had a bottle heading over to Kevin Clement's and he contacted me yesterday and told me it had arrived. So that was my experiment to make sure that yeast samples could get into the States without being held up. So now that I know that yeast samples can ship, I will be shipping beer to the States every now and then called yeast samples. I have a black IPA that doesn't feel too good. I brewed it not last Sunday but the Sunday before with Alex Henderson, who's the owner of a new craft pub, and I noticed this morning when I came in to check on it that the little temperature probe in the fridge, it wasn't in the fridge, it had fallen out the door. So it had come unstuck from the side of the fermenter and hung out the door going, oh, it's cold out here, I must turn the heater on in the fridge. And it got too fucking hot. It was like that all day, just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So I think it's been pasteurised and it hadn't finished fermenting, so its gravity is still quite high, and it tastes a bit funky. So I've reattached the probe to its correct location and I have told the temperature controller to make this beer fucking cold. I'm trying to cold crash it and see if I can save it, because this beer was meant to be going into the competition for the Battle of the Black IPA. It's a good job I did 2 of them. This one will be going in regardless. Anyway, what else has been happening other than 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, no, you don't want to keep on hearing that. I have started a brew club, and it's a club open to home brewers and open to commercial brewers alike, and it is a club based in Lower Hutt, and it's called Hutt Brewer. Lower Hutt is where I live, for all of you people that don't know about New Zealand. And Lower Hutt is a city just out from Wellington, about, I don't know, 20 minutes drive out from Wellington, 15 minutes if you've got to get to Hashigo-Saki in a hurry. So there's some brew clubs in Wellington that meet on a Sunday afternoon, and taste their beers. And I thought it would be nice if we could set up a good brew club out in the hut as well, and then we can have two sort of brew clubs competing in competitions and bits and pieces. But more so, there's a lot of talent out in the hut, and we're also going all the way further north to Upper Hutt, into the Badlands where the Bogans live, and also where there's some really good brewers like Chris Mills from Carrero Brewing and Mike Nielsen from Panhead Brewing. Mike will be coming along, he'll be joining the club and having his 2 cents worth about bits and pieces. But the main thing about the club is to talk about beer, to do tastings with your peers and learn about beer, run some events, run some courses, do some competitions and things like that. So we're cracking into it. We have our greet and meet tomorrow night at Murphy's Irish Pub, Murphy's Law, Irish Pub in Petone. And we have our first event sorted out as well. I have been hunting or talking for a while to some other brewers, and I did a bad beer tasting about a year ago, and it was really valuable lesson. It was a really valuable course to sit there and actually learn what bad beers tasted like, because you taste your own beers and you don't think they're bad, but really some of them are. But to get a general consensus that this is what a particular infection tastes like, and what it tastes like to you is invaluable. Someone might say it tastes like green apple. You might not be able to taste it. It might taste a little bit different to you. But when you get that consensus, you know that if it tastes like, I don't know, red apples, and they think then, and everybody else say it's green apples, then you know what it is. You know what the infection is. So, in order to sort of do that again, I'm doing it with the Hut Brewer Club, and on the first Sunday after the big Beervana weekend, which will be Sunday, August the 18th, so it's a little while away yet, I will be running a DMS and the rest sensory training course, where I am importing the 24 different off flavours that you can get, where I'm importing the 24 common off flavours that you can get in a beer, and doctoring them, and everybody's going to taste them and work out, oh, they taste like shit, but now I know what it tastes like. And their flavours like, I've got to read them off here because I better remember all. Acetyl, I can't even say half of them. Ethyl acetate, lactic, earthy, diacetyl, DMS, all these common infections and off flavours that we get in a beer. We need to really know what that off flavour is so that we can identify it, fix it, and move on and brew a better beer. Big shout out and thanks once again to the 1,000 subscribers and the people that watch my videos. It's greatly appreciated. I said I'd do a competition at some stage, so doing a competition. So all you need to do is go like, comment, I want a peculiar one, and seeing you watched all the way to the end of the video, if you say I want a peculiar one really bad in your comment, I'll give you 2 votes. So there you go. There's your little Easter egg for watching all the way to the end of my video. So cheers. Have yourself another one.